Say what you like about Tony Blair, but you've got to admire his stunning courage as a politician, haven't you? Today he came out and said, a woman has a vagina and a man has a penis. My question is since when did that become controversial? Let's talk to the Executive Director of Sex Matters, excellent organisation, Maya Forstater. Welcome to the show, Maya.
Hello.
Right, bear with us. Let's play three lowlights, edited lowlights from these idiots talking about, or not quite working out what a woman is. First of all, here's Penny Mordaunt in a career-destroying moment in the House of Commons. Take it away, Ms. Mordaunt.
Trans women are women, and great care has been taken in the drafting of and the accepting of these amendments.
No, they're not, Penny. They're not. The trans women are not women. Now, this is Rishi Sunak, who's made great play of the fact, I've never got involved in any of that stuff. I always knew what a woman is. This is during our talk radio days. This is the then Chancellor of the Exchequer, now Prime Minister, of course, talking to Julia Hartley-Brewer on gender. Take it away, Rishi.
I want to ask you a question which seems to be very complicated for a lot of politicians these days, not just on the Labour side. Keir Starmer seems to find this a difficult question to answer. Rishi Sunak, what is a woman?
Well, I thought the Prime Minister answered this brilliantly in Prime Minister's Question Times, in Prime Minister's Questions this week, and I fully agree with him.
And so what is your definition of a woman?
As I said, I would exactly agree with what the Prime Minister said at Prime Minister's Question Time. I thought he answered the question very well.
An adult human female?
Yeah, he did.
Sorry, Julia, as I said, I thought the Prime Minister answered the question brilliantly.
Finally, Keir Starmer, he can't define a woman either, Maya, so take it away, Labour leader.
Is it transphobic to say only women have a cervix?
Well, it is something that shouldn't be said. It is not right. But, Andrew, I don't think that...
So Rosie Duffield should not have said that. Can you explain to people watching why she should not have said that?
Well, Andrew, I don't think that we can just go through various things that people said. Rosie Duffield, I spoke to Rosie earlier this week and told her that conference was a safe place for her to come, and it is a safe place for her to come.
Maya,
and
what is wrong with these
exactly
people?
The same.
A woman is an adult female human with a cervix, you know, who gets pregnant. What is wrong with them? They still struggle with this nonsense. Tony Blair today saying, I can't quite work out why today's politicians have got themselves in such a muddle over this. It's a good question. Why? Why have they?
Well, it was his government that passed the Gender Recognition Act. So, it's not really that much of a mystery as to why politicians have got in such a muddle. He's right. Only men have a penis and only women have a vagina. And everybody knows that. But his government passed the Gender Recognition Act in 2004 that allowed some men to get a certificate saying that they're women. And everybody went along with that and sort of lost their minds over it, really. And now we're getting back to the situation where politicians are saying that they know what a woman is, because we need to, in order to keep people safe, in order to keep women safe, in order to provide privacy and dignity in single-sex services.
And on a purely pragmatic level, Maya, I think the reason more and more politicians now, by the way, Penny Mordaunt, very strong among them. I know what a woman is. Well, you didn't used to. You didn't used to. I think it's this, that in this sort of Damascene moment, they've realised, oh, my God, you know, those voters out there, a lot of them are women. And they don't like us cancelling women, calling them people with cervixes, people who menstruate, people who get pregnant. No, they're women. That's what they are. Politicians are finally realising that women get the vote and they might not like being referred to in these terms, people with cervixes. They might not like being cancelled. It's like a sort of wake-up call to the body politic, that all of a sudden, all this nonsense they've been indulging in for the past few years, they're realising was just that, a nonsense.
Yeah, and both women and men don't like it. No one likes having to talk nonsense. And, you know, men are husbands, they're fathers, they have mothers, they have sisters. It's not just women. But this is about women's rights. And we've seen a huge fall in the number of people who will say that they support people changing their legal sex, getting a new birth certificate. It went from, I think, about 1 in 5 people disagreeing with that to now half, 50% of the population say, no, you shouldn't be able to change your birth certificate. And nearly 50% say that trans rights has gone too far. And that's because the more people know about how this impacts on women, the more they don't like it.
Indeed, Tony Blair, as you say, he's the architect of half of this stuff. He's the architect of a lot of bad stuff. But on this front, he says, women must be allowed to have safe spaces, etc., etc. So, he wants to have his cake and eat it too. But he's right. I mean, women must be able to demand, frankly, their own safe spaces if they want them. They must be able to demand to not have to share bathrooms with men with their genitalia still intact. Am I right?
Yes, it's just common sense. I mean, he said single-sex services, sports, and clear language, like in the health service, for example. And all of those things need to come back. We just need to get back to common sense on this.
By the way, I announced we talked to Sharon Davis, I think it was Thursday or something, and or was it Tuesday? And I announced that I was boycotting the Olympic Games. I'm not going to watch them now because Sharon told me half the sports have got trans women competing against women. Again, only got 10 seconds, but that's just not fair, is it?
No, it's just not fair. Men are faster, they're stronger. It's not fair. We want to see women compete and excel. Women are not slightly slower men. They're people in their own right.